You know, you talked about solving this problem. We need to actually solve it. We need to get out ahead of it. All we're doing is widening and lengthening what we inherited from our parents. They built I-81. They built I-66. They built the Beltway, American Legion Bridge, Dulles Airport, Metro. We widen it, we lengthen it, we tweak it, but we haven't stepped up to building the next generation of transportation for this area that we desperately need so our kids will have something to grow on. We have to remember that growth in this area is a constant. You know, Loudoun County has tripled in its population since '93. We're growing in Fairfax County. This whole area is growing. So we have got to overbuild our transportation. We've got to build that next generation. So what does that mean? Well, that means more north-south links, more rail, and not just extending what we presently have. But we need to be thinking about a rail link between, let's say, Reston and Rockville, or between Leesburg and Gaithersburg. You know, the American Legion Bridge is what I call the egg basket because all our eggs are in that basket. Imagine if that went down. Imagine if what happened to the bridge in Minneapolis happened to the American Legion Bridge. We're not talking about inconvenience. We're talking about an economic catastrophe. People would lose their businesses. People would lose their jobs. So we need an alternative to the American Legion Bridge. Now, you need the wisdom of Solomon to come up with what that solution will be. But the 10th District Congressman is in a perfect position to build that consensus, to help form that consensus. Public, private, state, federal, local, Maryland, West Virginia, Virginia. But Frank Wolf has not done that. We need to work together to come up with these solutions. Another problem that we haven't mentioned before, is I-95. We need to get the I-95 traffic off of our beltway. That cascades problems all through our system. We need to step up for doing that. Now, where should it go? We can all look at the map. We can all see that there's only a few alternatives, some through Maryland, some through Virginia, but we have got to step up to that because if we don't, we're going to strangle our future here in Virginia. And that would be a calamity both for our kids and both for our country because this should be one of the engines of the information age for our nation. So those two big things, coming up with an alternative to the American Legion Bridge, the I-95, and then the third thing, rail that goes north-south. That's what we need to be doing around here to fix transportation long term.